the news real quick. Oh yeah, Penn State. Oh, we gotta talk about our Penn State student government that we know and love. They were divided. Let me find UPUA's Twitter because I'll get the vote tally
Wait,
there.
Sean, they were divided? I thought they said Trump could not divide us.
He
So,
will not divide us. He will not divide us. You guys remember that?
oh yeah.
No.
Oh yeah, that was fun. I miss that. I miss that sort of shit. That was great, those days.
Those good old days when we could just like fucking meme everything. Oh man, I've tried. Oh, they don't update their Twitter anymore. Lazy ass UPUA, but maybe it's on the UPUA assembly thing. Oh yeah, there's some like okay, so they were holding their student government meetings over Zoom now, and well, first of all, one of their prominent people who I need to find that tweet that he said it was pretty racist, but he him his. Like Jesus Christ, these people are unbearable. But they
So I
were
have something about that.
sure,
I have some coworkers. We use Slack for communication, and they put their pronouns on
yeah.
there. And I
Oh
was so
God,
offended because I'm like, okay, I'm offended not because I'm a Karen. I'm offended because this is annoying. I'm tired of the whole liberal people take over your workplace as if there aren't conservatives there. And I feel like that's like kind of like a workplace hazard thing because when you have certain people who work for the company who is higher up who have who are bashing the president, I have an issue with that. Even if I was a liberal, I would have an issue with that because that's divisive.
yeah. Oh, it's like very it's so just like virtue signaling. Like I remember when all like the Democrat candidates were doing that. It was like the stupidest shit. I'm like, I mean, look, I still think doing pronouns in general is stupid, but like if you're gonna do it, only do it when you're trans. You know? If we can tell you're a girl, we're gonna say she, her, zer, or whatever the fuck you want to say now. Like we're not gonna say some weird shit.
Yeah, I'm not
Um,
gonna leave reality. But wait a minute, what happened with that tweet that Jason was asking me a question on? So he doesn't feel like
um
we're ignoring him.
I just looked at it and I didn't get the point of what he was trying to say, like why he was posting this tweet here. It just says some random dude on Twitter, um, that said, um, black people who support Trump are typically black people who never felt support, embraced, accepted by black people.
Oh, I see. So he wants to get my opinion on that.
I guess so.
My opinion on that is black people who support Trump are smart. We think for ourselves. We're not sheep. We don't follow the herd. Like they tell us, music industry, the radio stations, they all put the liberals in our face. People who support Trump, we're not told to support Trump. We chose to support Trump. And yeah, that's my opinion on that. When people say things like that, is they're what is it? Deflecting, projecting.
Projecting. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. Speaking of projecting, UPUA, our student government at Penn State, they had a resolution as they always do, 2015, calling for Penn State to transition to remote learning format and on-campus housing closures. And a bunch of people came up and spoke out against this. And a previous bill that I need to find out the details on it a little bit when we get into this conversation, but they failed to pass it. The vote was 11 to 28. So those that wanted it, or was 11 of them, those that didn't, 28. That's not that big of a win. Usually a lot of UPUA stuff is pretty unanimous.
Yeah, like when
But
they condemned the
Denver.
fucking the Sargon of Akkad event up there. Yeah, that was pretty fucking unanimous.
Only one person, only one
Mhm.
person
Mhm.
didn't vote to condemn us. I thanked him at the end of it, but That just shows you how fucked the student government is and how elitist, virtue signaling, and pointless they are. But it's all about them getting stuff down the road. It's all about, oh, I do this student government thing, and now, oh, I think I can do real government in the big boy world. Oh, I can do it. Hire me, political consulting firm. What these people do is they get shuffled into this bullshit. Like it's a revolving door from bullshit virtue signaling fake government with no power to some globalist like elitist think tank.
So my question is, when has UPUA actually decreased the costs of tuition?
Absolutely never. I
Because
am
the
gonna
only time I've ever seen them do anything, it increases the costs, which hurts, people from more disadvantaged sectors actually, go to Penn State. So they are actively anti, because tuition costs is probably the biggest problem for students on campus. You know, I mean, see them like not even just regular tuition. I didn't see them do anything about like, dorm costs or anything like that.
They don't care. They're rich. Mommy and daddy have um kept them all nice and taken care of. And they simply are out of touch with students. They don't care about students. And they frankly are just in it for themselves. It's for bullet point on a resume to get them some power job in the future. And I know some of these people on here. Like I'm looking at the picture right now of their student government. I know some of these people, and yeah, they're all elitist pieces of shit. It's what they are. Oh man. Oh, we should do our election map. Let's go to 270 to win. Because I almost forgot about this. So, did you guys make any prediction maps, or do you have any ideas of where you think things are gonna go?
No,
I
I did not.
I didn't, but I think it's pretty safe to say Trump is gonna take Florida again.
Yeah, I was
The
gonna copy
Florida
Sam,
man
but
says
he didn't
Florida's
send it to
safe.
me in time.
Yeah, I was doing it last night, like super late, as I usually do stuff. And I had this map actually figured out as my prediction at the time in June of this year. Like it was right around the riots were just starting. Like somebody was like playing with maps in a group meeting. I was like, yeah, I'll do the same thing. The only thing I did change slightly, and it's not really a major change, is like one of the main districts I had blue and the other red. I just flipped them because I didn't know how to change at the time. But I I thought this in June. I'm still thinking it now is more likely. I think Trump is going to keep, as we're 60 days out from the election. This is like the final stretch. It's after the convention. This is where the campaign like actually like goes into high gear. I think Trump's gonna keep every single state he won last time and gain a few. I think he's gonna gain Minnesota, New
Yes.
Mexico, Nevada, and New
hmm
Hampshire. I think he's gonna pick those up. I
I don't know
still
about
think
New
Virginia
Mexico
is.
yet or New Hampshire because I'm not familiar with those, issues. But the other ones, yes, because he had Democrat mayors endorse him for Minnesota.
That's good. That's the thing too, is like riots are happening in some of these states, and I think what that's gonna do is it's gonna piss people off, and those that were on the fence about him are gonna say, you know what, may not like his tweets, may not like his style, but he has the right message, and he's gonna keep me safe. And again, what's critical in states like Pennsylvania and Michigan, which were two states that were pretty close. Michigan was extremely close. I think they're gonna again be decided on the black vote. If the Democratic black vote stays home again, like we saw last time, and here we had our empty rally in Philadelphia, and with Joe Biden being racist and Kamala Harris being a crooked cop, I think
Oh
they're
yeah.
gonna say, I don't like either option, I'm gonna stay home. But then you're gonna have higher turnout among Republicans.
To be
That
honest, here's my thing on the black vote. I went out the other night, and one of the people who came to my table, because people were listening and eavesdropping, and they want to come and sit with us. This black guy came and sat with us. He was pro-Trump. I probably gained about maybe 5 new followers on Twitter a day or every 2 days that are black Trump supporters.
Nice.
And I've been watching and listening to like the things that people are saying, like the black media comment section, the likes, and black people are like, Obama really didn't do nothing for us. They're really waking up to that.
Mhm.
And they got the little stimulus checks, so they're kind of like pro Trump, you know what I'm saying? But
Dude, I've heard that from even my executive director in our office was like, because we were talking about how the black vote's gonna go. He's like, dude, like I've heard from people that literally the stimulus check won them on board.
yeah, I'm honestly, I think this is a low prediction, but I think he might get in the 40s.
Money talks.
And bullshit
And
walks.
honestly, I've listened to commentary people who do not like Trump at all, but they've called out Obama for being on the Epstein flights and not doing anything for the black community. They're really questioning him. They do not trust him or Michelle. And they've woken up. Either they're not going to vote or they're going to vote for Trump. They're not going to vote for Biden.
Well,
So
and that's gonna be the thing too, is that a lot of people I think are gonna misread some of these exit polls or misinterpret them because they're gonna go, "Oh my God, Trump has like 50% support among African Americans." I'll be like, "Well, hold on a second. That's 50% of those that voted, and those that voted are more Republican-y because a lot of the Democrats stayed home." Now, I do think though he's definitely going to gain some more support among all groups. And
yeah,
I
for
think
sure.
he, among the black, I think it was at 9%. I'm trying to find the statistic.
So
That
while
the,
you're looking for the statistic, I'm gonna tell you this. Remember you guys, I was like, what I've used like when guys hit on me or something at the gas station or the store, I just use this whole, oh, who you voting for this year? Or I'll just tell them I'm a Trump supporter. So they'll go away. It's not working.
mm,
They're supporting
oh
Trump.
shit.
I
I'm gonna vote for Trump if he's the one. He's the one who can fix the economy. Like Biden can't fix it because he was in the office. These people are not political. They're black, and they're saying Biden couldn't do nothing for 8 years. And they said they believe that after this pandemic, that Trump is the one who can fix it. That these are people who are trying to hit on me. Who I try to use the whole Trump thing is not working anymore. I have to
I
change it up
Now
I
it turns them on.
I
now.
I was gonna say, Donnie, you that would just excite me more. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
interestingly, if you look among the racial demographics for Trump, his biggest gain from past Republicans, it's not black, it's not white, it's actually Asian.
Ooh
From
la la.
2012, the
2012.
percentage he increased from Romney for whites was
Oh,
1%, blacks 7%, which is huge. Hispanics 8%, Asians 11%, and other, which I guess is mixed, 1%.
did they say Hispanics?
Hispanics, yeah, he had an 8% gain from 2012.
Okay.
Oh, from 2012.
I know, but what I'm saying is the biggest gain is Asians, though. 11 percentage points from
Well, yeah.
2012.
Well, should we be looking at 2012 or should we be looking at like the last time Republican
2016.
president?
Mhm.
Like no, like the last time before Trump.
This is all that I can see on this site showing the
Well, that
change.
would have
So
been
I'd have to.
2012. That would have been the election. 2012 would have been the last one.
It would have been
Presidential elections.
2004.
Yeah, last time like a Republican won before Trump.
Because, well, they didn't win. They lost to Obama twice. So,
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to
wait,
look that
hold on.
up
Did we even cover
individually.
Buttigieg? Did I miss that? Did I already talk about Buttigieg?
Yes, yeah, we talked about that because they're trying to roll out
Yeah.
veterans against Trump. But
They wanted to vote for
uh,
McCain and Mitt Romney's, the losers. Like those kind of people.
yeah, I know those people like drive me up a wall. They trigger me. But I'd have to look at, but, but Trump had 8% of the black vote in 2016. I could see that doubling to around 15%, maybe 16.
I thought it
20
was
if he's really
34%.
lucky, but I don't think it's gonna get any more than that.
I thought he had like 34% or something in the 30s recently.
Well, that's what
And
the
the
polls are saying, but
approval.
I think those polls are a bit generous.
I think, well, a generous. Why would they be generous with a black vote? Why do you think the Democrats are freaking out?
Well, I think they're freaking out because the black vote isn't gonna come out for them. I think that's their bigger fear. And I
Mhm.
think with these polls, a lot of them are showing him high with the black vote is usually Rasmussen, which usually leans a little more positive for Republicans. And look, Trump could get into the 30s or more. I don't know. It's very
So, and
possible.
I
But
think he had like 34 something percent. Like Jason, I think he just said it in the chat. I saw that too, where it was in the 30s of
yeah,
like
but these
the
are polls, and so
approval.
I don't know. I wouldn't put too much faith in them. So I would wait till you see the exit polls on election day. That's what's gonna give you a better sense.